What's good? This is my winning Loom script that I leverage to book calls every single day. Is a hidden gem that I want to share with you. The exact same steps, the exact same sort of structure, the exact same script that I'm using at the moment to obviously book these calls daily. So I want to get straight into it and share with you how I do this. So the art of personalized VSLs. When outbound into a prospect, one of the best conversion mechanisms is with a Loom video. This is beneficial because it warms up the prospect because they can see you. They have like sort of not a conversation with you, but they can actually see what you're talking about. It's a lot better than actual text. They can't really articulate or see what you're trying to talk about. With this, they can actually see directly how it can benefit them, etc. Visual representations of what you can do for them. Again, when you're messaging them, oh, we can do this. They can't see the systems. They can't see the structure. They can't see them actually placed inside. When people see something and they're familiar with it, there is more likely they're going to join on because they can actually see themselves inside the process, okay? They can see themselves actually doing it because they obviously can see it visually, right? Instead of just with words. Reciprocating tendencies, if you're giving them as much value as you can and show that you're an authority figure in the market that actually knows what they're talking about, it's more likely that they're actually going to sign on. And then less of an ask than a call, okay? So people are being like, oh, hop on a call. You're giving up their time. They're like, no one ever wants to hop on a call, right? Instead, if I just say, can I send over a quick video talking about how we do this, etc., they're more likely to say yes because they may not even watch the video, okay? But they may not even, but it's more of a chance of them obviously booking a call. It may be a 50% chance. This 50% chance obviously will convert into a lot more people actually booking calls because they can see the systems when they actually watch the Loom. Okay, so if you're going to be using the Loom structure to book calls, I recommend using this script to book calls every single day, and this is how it goes. Okay, so we'll get straight into it. Step one is the introduction. Now, we don't want to spend more than 10 seconds on this because we want to keep this very short and very simple. We want to keep this part very short and simple. Again, we want to respect their time for one because they're very busy. I know people sending me sort of like VSLs that are like, I don't know, 20 minutes long. No one's ever going to watch that, okay? So we want to follow something like this. Hey, first name, thank you for providing me with your email and the time out of your day to watch this quick video, okay? But that's what I say normally, okay? This is just to build rapport and show your appreciation for their time and sending over the email. It's just to start off on the right foot. Keep it short, keep it very quick, keep it simple. Just acknowledging them, acknowledging that they've sent their email and that you're obviously appreciative of that and that you're going to not waste the time and get straight into it, okay? So that's very short, that's very quick, and just sort of getting off on the right foot, building a little bit of rapport. Just like a sales call, you build rapport for like 10 seconds and then you move on, okay? Because it's very long. State who you are and your headline offer, again, for 10 seconds. Keep this short, keep this quick, just so they know why they should carry on watching, who you are. Again, just sort of this is getting past that first initial stage of who they are, why they're here, who you are, what you do. Okay, so you want to let them know who you are and what you do to draw their attention so they carry on listening. So, hi, so I'm first name. I'd probably do my name is, because obviously you've said hey up here. My name is Harvey, let's say my name's Harvey, and I specialize in generating X for X in X days, or we do X, okay? So we specialize in generating 10 booked meetings in 10 booked meetings for coaches in 30 days, or we give your money back plus extra 5 appointments. Just whatever your headline offer is, just so they know why they should listen and be like, okay, that's actually an offer. Because if you're targeting the correct people, if you've actually got the qualified prospects that you need to actually have, then you're going to obviously have a higher chance of actually landing, but obviously with that client, because you're obviously targeting the right people, okay? That's why I say 4X, because it targets their niche and shows, okay, I can do this in your niche, I can generate this in your niche. So they carry on watching, know who you are, okay? So that's just about showing these two here. Keep it very short. Step one, step two, who you are, why you're sending it to them, etc., etc. I'll keep it very short so they carry on watching. So this is now where we're going to get onto the part where they're actually going to carry on watching and the reason they're all here, okay? So the authority figure. Now, this is 1 to 2 minutes. This is where you want to state why they should be listening to you by showing results. This is what's actually going to hook them and keep them for the rest of the video. Testimonials that link to their niche, so it seems like you're going to help them directly. Make them feel like they're the only person in the world. It would also be a good idea to show yourself as an authority figure so it builds trust and rapport between yourself and the prospect. I always show my social medias just to show, like, look, I have trust in the game. If Eman Gadji came to you and someone else came to you, so let's say Eman and let's say, I don't know, a YouTuber that just has 100 subs, who are you going to trust more? Even if you didn't know either of them, even if they're both multi-millionaires, you're going to trust E-Man more. Okay, even if this guy with 100 subs has more money, you're going to trust E-Man more because he's collected a following, and no one can collect that much of a following if they're not a genuine, honest person that knows what they're doing, that knows what they're talking about. Okay, so we only work with X, such as yourself, as it's just to make sure that they know that you're only working with them, that you work directly with that type of person, and that's why you outreach to them. Okay, so this makes them feel special, not special. It makes them feel that, okay, this person really specializes in my niche. They don't like broaden it out, so they're going to make sure that they can get me results. Okay, so we only work with X as we have a system in place which has generated businesses similar to yours, X, such as, okay, so we now want to show who we help, a direct example, such as, okay, so we want to find, let's say we're in the, I don't know, beauty niche, right? We want to find someone else who we have a testimonial for. This is why we want to kind of work for free if we don't have a testimonial yet, to show that we generated X for X obviously in X days, okay? So such as Melissa in the beauty niche, right? In the exact same niche as you, we helped them achieve 20 booked calls in 10 days, okay? Just to show that, look, we do this for your niche and we can generate very, very good results. Even though we maybe say 10, we can generate a lot more than that, okay? I also do this myself, as you can see here. Again, you can sort of show if you're let's say if you're making content again for, like, let's say you're giving value for the beauty niche, you could then be like, look, I've amassed a following of this many people who are obviously, because it shows that you know what you're talking about, you're honest, you're really an authority figure in the market because you've garnered this much of attention and this much of an audience, okay? So anything to show the proof that you can do it, and to show and to build that authority figure, to show like, look, I'm the person that you should be sort of working with because I know how to build this audience, I know how to do this, I can generate results, I've got testimonials. It's just building yourself up to this point where they're like, okay, why would I not sign on with them? Okay, this is a very good part here, or the authority figure part, and make sure you spend 1 to 2 minutes on it. Really build this out, really understand, look, what am I going to say, how am I going to say it, what can I do to leverage myself and my business and stuff to actually get to a point where they're going to obviously book calls. Now this ties in exactly with step 4 and how important step 4 is as well. These are two most important steps that I can say. Okay, so they're the only 1 to 2 minutes. Okay, you want to make it seem like you only outreach to them and show them you can directly help them. Okay, you can do this by pulling up their page and business and showing another one and what they're doing differently to make more money. Now this is the winner of all time. Okay, try and share some free value to build up the authority figure again and sort of build some rapport to show that, look, you're there to genuinely help them, you know what you're talking about, etc., and stuff like that. So this is the key part, and I do it every single time because it is so key and it's so good, is you literally bring up your page. I'm going to do it right now, okay? So let's say I go on Instagram. Look, let's say I bring up my page. Let's say I'm outreaching to me. I'm Harvey. I run an SMA, right? So let's say I pulled up, right? I don't know what service I'm doing, whatever. Let's say I'm doing some sort of grow your Instagram sort of service, right? If I pull up this page and I pull up this page, I could be like, look, so what you're not leveraging at the moment is you're not leveraging this alpaca, right? So what we need to start doing is putting you next to alpacas and stuff like that. So what we can, so you can see, this is why you have 2,000 followers and E-Man has 7. So it's just showing what you do differently. Even just pulling up websites, you could do like, I don't really want to go on Amazon, actually. Let me do this. Right, so let's say I go on Amazon. Oh, do you have to sign up? Let me spell it wrong so I can get in. Right, and then let me go on Apple, okay? I know these are both big stores, okay? But I could be like, look, as you can see on Amazon, we're doing this that allows them to directly buy straight away, which your funnel is obviously lacking. So let's say you're doing funnel building for them. Whereas this store here, what we're doing is we're instantly adding something that they can buy from, and they're obviously seeing all the amazing value that they can find straight away. Whereas here, I can't see anything to actually purchase except for one item. Okay, and it's not set out well. stuff like that, just to show them, look, you're doing this wrong, you're doing this exact thing wrong compared to someone else, which hopefully you've helped them, or not, you can just find someone in the market, just to show, like, look, this is exactly what we're doing. So as you can see, X is doing X, which has allowed them to do X. The same system implemented into your business would result in very similar results. You want to pull up someone again in their niche. Again, that's what I did. Myself and Iman, we're both in SMA, so we're both in the same niche. Why is he bigger than me? Okay, obviously I know he's bigger than me because time, money, stuff like that, right? But what the prospect doesn't know is, let's say they don't know him or something. Okay, well, this person's obviously doing this. That's why they're at the point that they're at. Okay, so this is a method of showing someone something that they would want, except like such as more money, more followers, etc. And then saying you have the bridge to actually fill in the gap. Okay, so it's about showing them where they could be, showing them where people are, showing them where they are, and showing that you're the person in the middle that they can walk over, that they can get to this side. Okay, that's what we want to be doing, and that's what we want to sort of be articulating, and this is how we're actually going to say it. And this is why Looms are so great, because we can actually do that, we can actually articulate that, which you can't just do in messages. And this is why everyone loves to send Looms, but no one does it in the right system, and this is the right system to do. Now, step 5, reveal the system. You want to show them the system in place which you use. This visually allows them to see what they would be working with, and people like familiarity. So if you can clear it up and make them familiar, then this will benefit you. Now, what I was talking about earlier, if you know anything about human psychology, is we love stuff that is familiar to us. Why do you think we watch the same films instead of trying something new? It's that precaution. It's that mindset of like, wait, I could waste my time. I could waste 2 hours on a really bad film that I don't like, or I could watch something again that I'm familiar with that I know is good. Okay, so if I see a system and I see that, okay, that looks good, I'm now familiar with it, I can actually see what they do in place, I'm more comfortable to then join them and to join them as a service, because I know what I'm getting into. I know what they actually do because I'm now familiar with it. So this is why Looms are so great, because it does that. Okay, that's all we want to be doing. Make them familiar with the systems, build up that pain point, build up that need of like, oh, look, I need to get over here, build up your authority figure to show them like, look, I'm the only person that you should really be trusting and really be working with. But yeah, that's the sort of system. And then we want a call to action. You want to add the call to action so they have something to do at the end of the video, okay? Because otherwise they wouldn't know where to go. The video is sort of over, etc., etc. If this sounds like something you would like to learn some more of about, I'd love to hop on a call to discuss things further. You can find a time that's best for you linked below, okay? Then you want to link your calendar, or they can come back onto whatever platform you went on and they can reply back to you. Let's say they didn't reply, you'd obviously have a system in a Google Sheet that just sort of says like, look, 2 days they haven't responded to the Loom. Hey, have you watched the Loom yet? What do you think of the Loom? Stuff like that, just so that you can sort of get the response, etc. With this VSL structure, it is crucial that it's personalized to every single person that you send it to. Otherwise, it loses the whole meaning. I know people love to do evergreen VSLs, but you just waste time. Like, you think you save time, but you just waste prospects, you waste money, you waste stuff like that. It's just too broad to ever convert properly. Addressing everyone is only good in certain circumstances, such as offering free value or having it on the website. That's when you'd want it. But again, we're talking about personalized winning Loom scripts that we're going to be using and actually leveraging inside of our SMA. So hope you found this video valuable. I obviously hope to see you guys implementing this into your own business and sort of trying this Loom structure out, Loom script out. And yeah, if you haven't joined Agency Network yet, it's a completely free Discord where you can connect with other SMA owners. If you enjoy the video, all I ask is if you like, you subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you boys in the next one. Peace.